Hey, it's Greg at the Vinyl Arms, and thanks for tuning in. I've been watching a lot of videos in the last week about 5 albums that you would never sell. Some great videos floating around out there. And the whole sort of concept was set off by a chap called Richard at the Vinyl Narrative. You should watch his video, it's really enjoyable. I'll put the link on below. But I was listening to this album recently, Sons of Bill and Oh God Ma'am. They're an American sort of hard country rock band. And I saw them live in Leeds in 2018. And they were really, really excellent live. In fact, here's the thing for the Brudenell Social Club, the order of play, and you can see them coming on there at 9:30, and they really rocked the place. You know, they really did a good job. And at the end of the gig, I wanted to just go have a natter with them, and they all very kindly signed this this gig ticket. There you can see. Now on the back, you might just be able to read that. There's a note on there saying "Up the Irons." Now that really is in reference to the fact that in their set, they ended up covering an Iron Maiden tune and did it really well. It was Iron Maiden Wasted Years. Now this band is definitely not a heavy metal band, but they did cover Iron Maiden. And chatting to the band afterwards, it turns out obviously they're big Maiden fans, and I'm a big Maiden fan, and we all got on really well just talking about them and mutual respect for Iron Maiden, etc. And that really is kind of the basis of this video for me, is 5 albums I would never sell because I've met the band and obviously they've signed said record for me. So again, a really sort of personal experience. A lot of records these days, you can get records from certain independent shops, where they come sort of pre-signed. And I think that's great. And it's a nice way to sort of get something a little bit more personal. But it's really a marketing exercise, isn't it? All of these records are ones that I've actually physically met the bands and they've signed it, and I've chatted to them and we've had a bit of a laugh, and it's been really nice. Here's another band, Hawklords. Now, they're a Hawkwind offshoot. These are excellent live, by the way. Sort of just think really trippy space rock, and you won't go far wrong. In the band, you've got Harvey Bainbridge, who was with Hawkwind for many years, Dave Pearce on drums, Jerry Richards on guitar, Andrew Shaw bass, Ron Tree on vocals. Now, Ron Tree is a great vocalist, but he's also got this really sort of distinct sort of punky edge to his singing. But yeah, excellent band, excellent album this as well. It's called Dream. And I saw these guys live. And just before I show you the signature, look at the colour of that vinyl. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, I had a nice chat with the band after the concert, and they all very kindly signed the inner sleeve here individually, which is really nice. So Hawklords. Now we'll have a look at this one. 6 Organs of Admittance. Shelter from the Ash. Now, this is another sort of psychedelic band. The guy who basically is the main man behind 6 Organs is a guy called Ben Chasney, a very talented guitarist, very experimental in the way that he plays his guitar and constructs his songs, but also very beautiful music as well. Very moving, very emotive, very emotional music. And I saw him live, and on the inner sleeve of the record here, you can probably just about make, I don't know how clear that's going to come out there, but it basically says, "Greg, thanks for being here, Ben." Well, Ben, thank you. It was a brilliant night. Lovely to meet you, and thank you for signing my record. Yeah, this is a classic one. This Craig Finn. Craig Finn was the singer for the Hold Steady. You may remember their album "Stay Positive," which was quite a big album, sort of maybe 15, 20 years ago now, actually. But he does a lot of music solo now, and he's absolutely excellent. I've got a few of his albums. This one, Faith in the Future, is great. And you can see there, I don't know if you can read that clearly, but it says, Greg, stay positive. Nice to see you at the Broodnell. So another Broodnell signature, Craig. And what a lovely guy Craig Finn was. His music is, I like to sort of think of it as the way he develops his songs. It's basically storytelling. It's sort of a la sort of Bruce Springsteen, really. That kind of insight into people's lives, and you almost feel like a fly on the wall when you're listening to his music. Sort of listening to these stories of individuals and their lives and the challenges that brings. And really, really, really good album. And to finish off, the wedding present. This was this gig. I'll show you the ticket again in Leeds. It was at the Leeds Met Uni in 2006, June, and they were brilliant. And this was the album they were promoting at the time. A really great record. And there's a song on side A called Interstate 5, and it's sort of 6 or 7 minutes long. It's a very sort of sort of buildy, very sort of bass drum heavy at the start, and it really takes off. It's a fabulous tune, and it's got the ever classic "I'm from Further North Than You" on here as well, which I mean, God, what a tune! And there we go. We've got the legend that is David Gedge signing the record there, and let me tell you, what a pleasant chap David is. Took time to have a chat and sign the record, and a really genuine Leeds lad. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for everybody who's posting these videos. They keep them going. They're great to watch, and see you later. Bye.